What is the origin of Aramaic language? One of Shem's sons was known as Aram. Father of Arameans, the language name was derived from his name, though he is not the family tree of Abraham. Genesis chapter 10 and verse 3. Those are the sons of Shem, identified by their languages, their lands, and their nations. From beyond the rivers of Cush my worshippers, my scattered people will bring me offerings. Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 10. From equator of African continent, that is from Kenya upward to the tip of South Africa, this is a people from which Aramaic was spoken.
Beyond the rivers of Cush are the territories and nations of descendants of Shem. This are a people from which Aramaic was spoken from. Daniel was summoned by the king of Babylon to interpret the words written by a hand on wall, for only him could understand Aramaic. Aramaic today still remains among the Bantus from equator of Africa upwards to the tip of South Africa.
In the book of Mark chapter 5 and verse 41, Christ spoke Aramaic language. He said to the dead damsel, arise. Again in the book of Matthew chapter 27 and verse 46, Christ cries on the cross in Aramaic language. The book of Daniel chapter 5 and verse 25, the king of Babylon summons Daniel to interpret the words written on the wall by hand. The Israelites spoke Aramaic language of South African Bantus, the likes of Zulu, Xhosa, Sotho, Tswana, Venda, Swati and Shona. These are the sons of Shem, identified by their languages, their lands, and their nation.
Genesis chapter 10 verse 22. The children of Shem, Elam, and Ashur, and Arphaxad, and Lud, and Aram. The Israelites were always named after their fathers in their generations. Shem is Shemites, Aram is Arameans, and Israel is Israelites. In the book of Deuteronomy 26 verses 5 to 9. Then in the presence of the Lord you shall recite these words. My ancestor was a wandering Aramean, who took his family to Egypt to live. They were few in number when they went there, but they became a large and powerful nation. The Egyptians treated us harshly and forced us to work as slaves. Then we cried out for help to the Lord, the God of our ancestors. He heard us and saw our suffering, hardship, and misery. By his great power and strength he rescued us from Egypt. He worked miracles and wonders, and caused terrifying things to happen. He brought us here and gave us this rich and fertile land.